Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vallen, and this is Fictorum. Today's Mischief Musing is going to be covering a little something different. We're going to jump into a tutorial, if only because it does help show off a lot of the different abilities that you can see in this game. So as you can see, they've got like the little, move around. Yes, I'm playing this on the computer. The character I have right now is kind of a fire mage. He has a little fireball effect that I can throw. I also can teleport with the Q button. As you can see, this spark represents where I'm going to teleport to. I can also run around with the shift button, and I can open doors. Now, if they're currently locked, like they are in this case, I can press the F key to just shove it open. And as soon as you go inside of a place, it goes to first-person perspective, which you feasibly could play this in. If I'm outside, I could just zoom all the way in until I'm in first person, but you can see the frame rate's a little bit iffy there, so I do like it a little bit better in third person while I'm around. Plus you get to see if somebody's like running up behind you, but you'll want to look around for different objects of, well, power or at least help. In my case, my character is actually doing pretty good with his health and his mana and his stamina. Health is going to be red, mana is going to be blue, and stamina is going to be green. Now if I hold a spell to cast it, you'll notice that my mana is still going down. So I have to be careful that I don't hold it for too long, or else bad things could happen. That's right, we're in a destructive environment, plus we have other spell options. But for now, I'm just going to use my standard fire spell, which is pretty fun in itself. Now, there are other things that you can do. As I was demonstrating, if I hold this too long by holding right-click, I bring up this little menu here, which actually there we go, I cast that in the wrong way. Let me hold it down, and you can see I've got option for high velocity, I've got option for high explosive, and for multi-shot. So I can do a whole lot of damage, multiple shots all at once, to hopefully destroy things like that. I don't know if he was still burning, or yeah, it looks like he kind of went down there. Oof, bad guy. Sorry about your problems there, but yeah, this is a relatively destructive environment. Not everything's going to, blow up as one might expect everywhere, but most things are, interactive in some way. Now, if you notice, if I choose just multi-shot here, and I launch into the air, you'll see, there you go, we've got like 3 different shots going out. If I choose high velocity, the shot goes much faster, and it'll go much further than the other ones, so if you need something really far away. And then, of course, there's something like high explosive, which is going to have a much bigger area of effect to kind of focus on, but you got to be careful you don't hit yourself in the process. It can be a bit sketchy. Now in here there's going to be possibility for some loot, but as I'm in the tutorial, you're not really going to find much. Now I do have a health potion. If I had been injured, it would be very beneficial, but for now I'm going to drink it anyway, because it's the only way you actually heal yourself, is through health potions or resting or special magics or people tending to you or something like that. You don't get a health regen, you just get a mana and a stamina regen, so that your health is really, really important. Now up here, let's teleport. There we go. I've got this little spot up here. These little towers are sealing this gate, preventing me from getting to the next area, because I am a Fictorum, or the Fictorum, and people don't want me around taking care of, the populace like I am with my super powerful magics. There we go. We'll just take out that one tower. That one's good. We've got another one up there. Let's just go high velocity, because that should probably be enough, and then I'll just shoot this one here with my regular spell, and boom. It now opens up the portal so we can leave anytime we want. But no need to do that just yet, because there are some other things that we can explore around here. I'm just going to run down here to where I know some goodies are, and we're going to take a look at some of these. Now, we've got some chests. We're going to just grab all these items. and I will go over them in a moment once we've got them all in my inventory. Now, I just picked up a whole lot of stuff. If I bring up my inventory, it's kind of Diablo-esque. I mean, sure, you've got your character over here on the left, you've got your character over here on the right, you've got the different items that you're wearing, the different slots. We only have one ring currently, which is giving us that blink ability, which is very key, especially if you've got too many guys closing in on you. We started off with a Fireball Tome spell, but I just picked up a Flame Strike Tome as well, which means that I can use that in a similar manner to the other spells, you know, with different focusing and so on. But it can be done differently. You can set up different combinations. Before I get too far into that, I should also notice that there are a couple scrolls. Now, scrolls, they don't get the enhancements down here like the tomes do. So they are either one-time use, or they're applicable on specific spells, or they're just passive. Like this one here allows the wielder to move at incredible speed. Haste. It's a passive ability, so it's always going to be on. That's why I've got the swirly wind around my feet right now. This one here, not so much. It's a gravity well. It pulls objects and people in towards a central area. It's kind of like a small singularity from Mass Effect or something. But it's really good for grouping enemies before taking them out, especially with a flame strike. Now, if you notice here, I have different things. I've got multi-shot, I've got high velocity, and I've got high explosive. Now, I might be able to actually do a little something extra here, like manifest. Spells leave behind a trail on contact, damaging or hindering nearby foes. If I put that in place of one of these here, I could change it up instead, so that when I come out of my inventory, I now, when right-clicking, can choose to manifest this shot. So when I launch it, it hits the ground and leaves a fire spot so that it will damage anything or anyone in that area. Now these are just examples of spells. You're going to be getting different ones as you go on. Here, let me put this nearby. It's just going to burn it up. You could drop these on houses, groups of people, and so on. But it can be really effective. Now over here, we've got even more stuff. I just picked up a ring. Now, you'll notice my inventory. I've got a bunch of stuff. This one here gives me lightning resistance, 3% bonus to lightning damage, some health. It's very Diablo-esque in that style, but there's also enchanting you can do. And if you have enough essence stored up, you can enchant items. So let's choose my armored robes here. And I currently have a couple of essence. Spend 2 essence to improve this item's attributes by 10%. You can gain essence by selling items or by destroying houses that you haven't looted yet. Kind of funny, but it does encourage you to destroy the environment a little bit. You are kind of the enemy of the public for the most part. You can choose to kill the people and the innocents if you so desire, but most likely they're just going to ignore you unless you have a bunch of guards or part of the Inquisitors group are after you because you survived their attacks. So for now, let's enchant this. And you'll notice only the physical resistance went up 1, which means I'd have to spend a little bit more. There we go, because it only increases 10%. 10% of 6 is not quite enough to do that, but if you do it twice, then that's enough to increase all the rest of the stats. Now, of course, I can only do it so much before I run out of essence, and I could always disenchant it to try and gain some essence back. So you can see here, by tossing in some items and disenchanting them, I would gain 1 essence pile back from that. Now, I don't have any other items to actually disenchant, so I'm not going to bother with messing around with that at this point. So let's just head back over here, and we're going to jump over into the single-player campaign, and I can show you how this game is a bit different from what you're seeing right now. So as you can see here, you can actually go over some of your previous heroes that you may have played through on, continue on from old games, or start a new one, and that's what we're going to do here. We're going to start one over here, and we're going to create... I tried out a Frostbound, which is okay. We just did see a Firebrand, but I think this time we're going to go for the Tempest, because that just sounds pretty interesting. So I'm going to customize this character, and I'll be right back. There we go. I think that's especially appropriate for an electrician mage. Well, electrical mage. I don't care what you call it. Tempest, I guess. And we're going to call him the Emperor, because, yeah, why not? And we're going to, if we hit show inventory, you can actually see the things that they come with. Concentrate, focus, element to yield higher damage. That sounds good. Stun. Stun enemies for a short period of time. Only usable on lightning spells. And then, of course, chain reaction. Spell leaps from targets to nearby enemies, causing damage to each. I like this one quite a bit. And it's going to be very key because you're probably going to be rushed by groups of enemies. And having some kind of area of effect is going to be important. Now later on we might be able to open up different starting titles if we want to start a new character. But we're going to skip through this and we're going to hit start. The story of the Emperor, the Tempest. Stretching the limits of his power, the Emperor, the last known Fictorum, survived his own execution. But his body was warped with corruption. His mind flickered with the horrors he saw above and within the depths of the miasma. The Inquisition must have detected the burst of magical energy he caused. It would not be long until its endless armies were upon him. The way to the Grand Inquisitor was marked by red nexuses on his map, or nexi? I don't know. He was responsible for what happened to the Emperor and his order, and since he did not listen, he would burn for what he had done. So, click here, continue the story, and this is kind of like FTL, where you've got a map. You're trying to progress from the left side to the right to get to, well, most likely the Emperor, or the Inquisitor, rather. I'm the Emperor. And you have different random stuff that could happen at each location. Your map might change as you go. For instance, I'm going to move over to this one here. And something random will happen, Grarby, and it's a random location as well. Quiet footsteps approach Bilu while he studies the stars. He greeted the traveler, not turning his gaze from the heavens. Based upon your pace, I doubt you care to join me. Are you here to meet others in town, searching for the Tempest? Do you really think that if he continues his rampage much longer, that the Inquisition will ban all magic? The Emperor chuckled to himself, thankful for Bilu's warnings of the danger that lay ahead. The Emperor would not let these other mages stand in his way. Or I could choose. The Emperor tried to cover up his corruption as much as possible, as he tried to sneak around Redale. So you can go more obvious and you can go a bit more sneaky. I'm going to go more obvious. And in this case, it created me to, caused me to go into the scenario. Sometimes you have a different result, and you might, just get a reward or a punishment. Oh, this is a bit of a different landscape. I'm used to being like in a flowery area. Let's try our... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, our lightning is pretty good. I'm liking this. So I know that there's not much to look at over here, so let's just kind of teleport a bit. Now I could hold down teleport. The spell will cost longer, and it does have a bit of a cooldown, but then I can line up exactly where I'm going to teleport to. There are people up there. I see somebody with a torch, and I think he actually saw me and is coming this way. So you're probably going to have to be prepared for the worst. Oh, we've got a spellcaster already. So we're going to do concentrate, chain reaction, and stun. Why not? And try and hit this guy. There we go. He's pretty much down for the count. Yeah, his body's fairly mangled. There isn't any blood and gore in this that I've seen, but you might be able to, guess from this that there is death among the characters. And I could feasibly just lay waste to the entire landscape at this point, but I do find it often beneficial to... oh, there's somebody not paying attention. There we go. Sometimes it's best to actually find different items. Now there's all sorts of mages around and different people. Sometimes you could just destroy entire houses, and in this case I know that there's two guys either very close or inside of this house. So we're just going to do that and hope that I get enough mana to collapse this house. Now, depending on the spells you have, they'll have different effects on the landscape around you. Whoops. For instance, my lightning spell is a little bit more jump to the next target style. Ooh, and it's very strong. Oh, there's another one. Whoa! Two of them. Get out of here, you. And you can use the environment to take down your foes. Or just rebound your shot off of a wall into the guy's face. Now you do have to be careful that the environment isn't actually going to hit you in the process. Let's do a bit more, let's do concentrate so that we've got, oh, something I did not mention. If you run out of mana while you're casting, there's a possibility, oh crap, I even hit that big building over there. There's a possibility that you're going to start using up your own life force. Something you really don't want to do. So there we go. We're just going to start kind of launching a few... Wow, that lightning is... We are just going to be a destruction mage. I mean, we are... Ooh, yeah, I kind of hurt myself a tiny bit there because I held the button down a little bit too long when I shot that. Wow, okay, yeah. Anytime that I shoot, I'm going to have to be very cautious because it's probably going to take out a good portion of anything relatively even close to nearby at this point. Let's see if we can... I love hitting the chimneys. They always explode in a really wonderful fashion. But yeah, in this case, it's possible something might survive, but it's very unlikely once you start destroying any of the houses. So you'll want to be cautious about that. I could start launching some shots at this. Let's just do a shot up here, see if I can destroy that tower top. Yes, I can. Now, this is a bit of a danger up here. Can I hit that without it arcing to anything? I think I did. Now, I may have announced my presence to others nearby. Of course, that place is pretty much wrecked. So let's see if we can go inside, which is going to be dangerous. You can see there are regular townsfolk. Hello. They just kind of wander around inside. They're more just there to show that there are peoples nearby, and I just looted that. Thank you. So I'll try not to destroy your house. I appreciate your donation to the Emperor. Let's just go straight upstairs, and you can see how big some of these places are. I could feasibly gain essence by destroying these houses. Oops. If there's loot inside, but I chose not to in this case. You don't always know what the loot's going to be. Sometimes it's a tome, sometimes it's armor, sometimes it's a health potion or scroll. There could be all sorts of things that could help you out. I see some people running over here. Well, they're not attacking me though, so that's good. Let's see if we can actually find any... Uh-oh, the music seems to be going a bit off. I'm a bit worried that I'm going to be attacked by something. Or is it just the local townsfolk? Wait. I see someone with a firebrand down there. So let's aim this one. And we'll just do a little chain reaction. And hope that we can hit somebody else in the process. Nope. We're just going to... Ooh! Launch this guy into the atmosphere if possible. Where is he? Now, there are tons of spells that you can find. The lightning spell is so good because... Uh-oh. Whoa! I gotta watch out that doesn't hit me. It apparently seems to bounce off of different objects so well. Oh, this is a... Who closes the door on the Emperor? I should hope it's not you. Are there no goodies in this house? Really? Nothing to donate. And yet you locked the door. And I kind of went a little far. Sorry for the frame rate loss there. I have everything kind of cranked up a little bit just to have a nicer look at it. Let's just do a little bit of wall destruction. There we go. That's more what I was looking for. That... The fact that just kind of rebounded off. So much of this stuff just rebounds off. Oh, hey! That's a blue glow. I like blue glow. That's a fireball tome. Oh, now you're talking. So, oh, she looks very unhappy about this. Let's actually go over here. I'm going to stand here for a moment, go to my inventory, and we can check this out. Now, if I click on this, you can see that I only have one ability, Concentrate, because all of my other items are specific to lightning. So the best I can do is a regular fireball with enhanced, enhanced damage, which is nothing to sniff at. Plus I got these items over here. Wow, look at all this. Movement speed down, casting speed down. I get a little bit of mana. I don't get any mana regeneration. Negative status duration reduced, but look at all that damage resist. Wow, that's pretty good actually. So let's put that on. Might as well, right? And then we've got physical resistance, stamina regen, and 10 mana. We'll put on these better boots. Chainmail pauldrons, are these going to be any better? Why, yes, of course they are. We're going to put those on, too. We're going to be a mishmash of all sorts of goodies. Physical resistance. No, I think I'm all right with the boots I've got. How are the gloves? The gloves are the same, really. So I could, if I find some magical stuff here, I could feasibly disenchant it. If you see here, let's go with the gloves, which I've already got this on here, but if I hold shift and then I press left mouse button, I disenchant that for a possibility of getting more magical essence. Enchanting, I don't really have enough to mess around with right now. I feasibly could like click on stuff and enchant it. Well, I guess, you know, I could do that, but instead let's try enchanting this.
I don't have enough essence.
Yeah, so you can see there that's just not going to work. So let's put this back. Put it back on, and we're going to come back to that later on. Go outside, and you can see I look a bit, well, more armored, I guess. I still have my helm, or my, not my helm. That house looks a little bit lacking. My hood. Oh, and she just dropped all the wood she was carrying because she's a little bit scared. Can't say I blame her. Let's see if there's any more spell books in here. I doubt that there is. Let's open the door. Open all the doors. There's a lot of weapons in here. I'm thinking this is a place that the guards were at. Robust plate boots of the bat. Okay, I'll take some bat boots. Why not? Then I could be the Emperor and Batman at the same time. Now there's probably, whoops, a lot more. Oh, that's a very slow and low arcing fire spell, because I'm a Tempest, not a fire magician. But you get the idea that you can mix up a little bit here. Let's head out, and you can see rewards. We have the stun. We've got all the different items that we got. We've got a little bit of magical essence. His magical perception located a small piece of rock on the ground in his journey through the area. A rune, which we already have that one, sadly. So it seems to do that every single time. But look, a vendor that could provide healing and supplies is here. That's cool. We've got a vendor that could provide healing and supplies is here. But we have a certain distance that we need to travel. If I go back, then the left side of the screen, the Emperor will, or the Inquisitor might catch up. So we're going to do one more heading forwards, see where we go. Shalehold. A network of bridges built by the Inquisition kept the inhabitants of the scattered valley out of death's clutches in the aftermath of the cataclysm. The shimmering quality winter dawn which painted the valley in a beautiful light, belying the hostile Inquisition garrison which inhabited the village. 13 magical essence. Nice. We shall continue. Here we are on a nice little path. Nothing really too much going on at the moment. It's a nice little town. People don't seem to mind that I'm walking around with glowing fingers. And I'm alright with that. Nobody's been killed yet, so the townsfolk are very peaceful. So I might just have a look at what is laying about, if anything. No, nothing good there. Uh-oh. Looks like I've been found out. So let's aim a little bit of a fireball here. Take out several of them at once, if possible. Okay, let's switch it up to electricity, because that fire is just not working. Oh, whoa! Alright, time to get out of the way. Oh, that teleport did not go as I thought it would, and I'm getting hit and cornered by my own... Ugh. Ruins. Okay, so yeah, I'm down a bit of health. That did not go as planned. I was just trying to like check out some loots. I don't know what everybody's problem was. Oh, sorry about the house. When you get too much stuff breaking in the world, it tends to just... There we go. Eliminate some of it so that you don't get a lot of, you know, screen freeze. Oh, it's just so much fun to mess around with some of the... Hey, don't do that. I know I've got a little bit of a Tesla effect going, but let's have a look. Maybe we can find something still in one of these other homes. Oh, there we go. All right, so... Ow. That was really good timing. Chain reaction, stun, concentrate, and he's down. He's down, and the building is collapsing as well. So yeah, the disadvantages of a Tempest is that whole arcing stuff. So let's do a fireball right up on top. That didn't do much. Let's try a concentrated fireball up on top. That's a little better. That's pretty pathetic, actually. I wonder if I could like shoot one through a window or something. Oh hey, this place actually seems a bit open. Hello, person. Oh, you got some goodies. I'll take that, thank you. Alright, well, on to our initial objective, and that is to just aim and take out these things so we can escape this area at the very least. 'Cause there seems to be... Whoa! Some dudes coming. There we go. I just stunned him. And they're stunned as well, so let's do chain reaction, concentrate, and stun. There we go. Take out all three of them at once. I'm going to use this tree for cover. And then teleport behind. Oh, but in front of another guy. Oh gosh, this isn't good. Let's teleport away. And give him a zap. Oh boy, oh boy. So I'm not actually getting much of an opportunity to use the environment against these guys at this point. But you can definitely do that. Oh, there are archers. Okay, this is good. Let's do everything and try and take out what they're standing on. Or just launch the lightning bolt through the structure directly at them. That works too. I could have taken out this entire bridge if I shot it with enough force. Oh, some of it's really good stuff. So if I switch this up, I did gain another spell. Whoa. Ow. Alright. Fine. Take it. Alright. Is that somebody else over there? I don't know. No, that's just some of the trees. But I could feasibly take out some of these large structures. It would just take me a bit of time and effort. There we go. And then it finally all comes crashing down. And if I'd have done that while guys were on the bridge, instead of before or after they crossed it, it might have helped quite a bit in protecting myself from doing so. But let's get out of here and into the next area. So as you can see here, this yellow beam represents the Inquisition catching up to me, and I need to continuously move forward in an effort to try and enhance myself and catch up to the Inquisitor before his forces can find me. And that's pretty much just a brief sample of Fictorum. I hope you guys enjoyed. There's a lot more still with trading and so on that you could do with healing and supplies, and this is only just a brief intro into it. I do recommend you give it a check out. It's really interesting how you can use the environment. There's a lot of different spells that I did not showcase, like the ability to use telekinesis or ice spells or all sorts of other abilities. You can switch out your different stuff, your different magics and so on, like magic reach. I could shoot my lightning bolts much further if I so desired. And you'll learn more as you go, be able to switch things out, craft and create your own magical combinations with the Diablo style inventory, as well as having this kind of FTL style story progression pushing you ever forward. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, don't be afraid to spread the mischief to others if you think they'll enjoy this content too. And until next time, folks, I'll see ya.